Welcome to Wireless Communication Networks. Unit 5, Wireless Networking. Here in this Unit 5, Wireless Networking, we are discussing about the basic introduction to wireless networking and the difference between wireless and fixed telephone networks, traffic routing in wireless networks, wireless data services, common channel signaling, integrated service digital network, personal communication services and networks, protocols for network access, and what are the network databases are available, and what is meant by Universal Mobile Telecommunication System UMTS, Global System for Mobile GSM, and finally CDMA Digital Cellular Standard. This is the topic we are going to discuss in Unit 5, Wireless Networking. The first one is Introduction to Wireless Networking. Introduction to Wireless Networking. Right. Here, why we are going for wireless networking instead of wired networks? Suppose the basic examples of these wired networks are two-way pair networks. We are using and twisted pair cables and coaxial cables and final optical fiber cables. We are using in wired networks. Here, what is the uses? Is there any disadvantages of these wired networks? Here, whenever we are going for wide network, is a fixed network. It is a static type. We are fixed in the some place, not movable one. And the fixed network supports only in terms of very less, in terms of megahertz frequency signals, and speed also less. Speed and maintenance and cabling cost are increases. That's why we are going for wireless networking. Today's we are using wireless networking for both voice and data transmission between users throughout moving throughout buildings, cities, or countries. Here the best example for this wireless networking is cellular telephone system. That is presently in market our coverage region is more in cellular networks. That is cellular telephone system. Day to day it is increases. Why? Because the cell phone it is a portable one. It can be moved from one place to other place without need any permissions from the service providers. Right. Here, based upon this example, now I am explaining the block diagram of cellular system. The block diagram of cellular system. Here, in this block diagram of cellular systems, the main elements are: first one is mobile unit. Mobile unit. Second one is base station. The third one is mobile switching center. Mobile switching center, that is MSC, or mobile telephone switching office, MTSO, which is interconnected to PSTN network, that is a public switch telephone network, nothing but landline connection. Here in this figure shows each and every base station, nothing but cell phone tower, which covers some area. That is called as a coverage area. Here in this particular coverage area, having number of mobile users are there with their handsets. With their handsets. Here, what is meant by mobile unit? Basically, the mobile unit nothing but is a portable size, and it is a small screen which is used for voice and data transmission, and it contains we are using mobile handset plus SIM card, that is subscriber antenna, which is nothing but mobile unit, which is having a transceiver antennas and some VLSS circuits inside the mobile unit. Next one is base station. base station is nothing but which covers a small geographical area to receive signals from users and convey that information to MSC or MTSO. Here, what are the main parts of this base station? Here, the main parts of this base station are: first one is antennas, second one is data cables and power unit, generators, right? Generators. These are the main components in the base stations. Next one is MSC or MTSO, which is the heart of the cellular system, which maintains the total database of each user and which knows who is the home location register, who is the visitor, and how to connection can be takes place from one user to other. This is done by MSC or MTSO. Next, which is interconnected to PSTN network, that is public switched telephone network. Public switched telephone network, that is landline connection. That is the connection between mobile to landline connection through MSC or MTSO. Now, how connections are takes place? What are the channels are required? Here, from mobile unit to base station, we are using radio link, or it is called as a common air interface. That is wireless connectivity. But from base station to MSC or MTSO, we are using voice and data links. That is either we are using microwave links or optical fiber cables. Optical fiber cables. How it works? Whenever switch on your mobile unit, automatically the mobile unit searches for signal from the nearest base station. Once the signal is received, dial the number. Based upon the dial number, signal goes from mobile unit to base station via reverse link, from base station to MSC. Now the MSC searches database where exactly the dial number is there, and such in the different base stations are connected in MSC. And once the find, the connection can be takes place between one user to another user. This is the concept of cellular system. Here in this cellular system, for each base station can handle 50 simultaneous calls, and each MSC can be responsible to connect 100 base stations. And the protocol for from mobile station to base station is called the handshake communication protocol. Handshake communication protocol. This is about wireless networking. Introduction. Next, we are going for what is the difference between wireless and fixed telephone networks. The difference between wireless and fixed telephone networks. Here, what is meant by fixed telephone network? Here in this fixed telephone network, transceivers and receivers are fixed in one place with wired lines. It cannot, connections are not movable. Suppose if it is movable, it takes more time to change the connection. Suppose you are taking landline telephone. Landline telephone is fixed in one place in your home. Suppose your address is changed, that is you are shifted from one house to other house. Again, you have to go for give a representation to nearest telephone exchange, and there remove the connection, and again install a new connection with the same number, change the programming. It takes more time in fixed telephone network. But in wireless telephone network, the transceiver and receivers are not fixed, and the connections can be moved one place to another place within a small interval of time. Based upon this, we are going for the difference between fixed telephone network and wireless telephone network. Here in fixed telephone network, the transmitter and received is fixed in one place, we are using cables or optical fiber cables or copper cables and fixed microwave links. Once we are going for wireless networking, the transmitter and receiver communicate via electromagnetic radio waves. It can be moved from one place to another place. Next, in fixed telephone network configurations are virtually static. Network configurations are virtually static and need programming at local exchange when the subscriber change its location from one area to another area. We have to change the location automatically. We need to change the programming in fixed telephone network. But here in wireless telephone network, it is a dynamic configuration. Automatically, the database of these wireless networks can be updated whenever updated automatically whenever the subscriber moves from one location to another location. Next, fixed telephone network takes time for changing the fixed telephone services. Takes time for changing the fixed telephone services. Next, in wireless telephone network, it does not take time. It does not take time and can be done in a small interval of time. Nothing but we have to go for 3G network to 4G network. We have to change the handsets automatically and change the SIM. Automatically, we are receive the services within a short, small interval of time. Next, fixed telephone network. A telephone central office takes care of millions of landline telephone connections. And here in wireless telephone network, MSC can take care of all cellular telephone connections. And in fixed telephone network, less overhead data needed. For wireless, more overhead data needed. Why? Because the mobile is movable from one place to another place. Nothing but the geographical location can be changed. Next, in fixed telephone network, no harsh channel conditions usually observed with this type of network. No harsh channel conditions. But here in wireless telephone network, you have to check how many channels are available, whether the channels are free or busy. That is very harsh and random channel conditions. This is about the difference between the fixed telephone network and wireless telephone network. Do you have any query? Type your query in a chat box. Thank you. Thank you very much for this session.